Good morning, everyone. Follow along with me as I wash the remainder of the dishes that could not fit in the dishwasher. Usually, we like to get the dishes clean the night before, but most of the time, we're just beat from the day. So we'll just make a nice stack of them, and when I get up in the morning, usually I'm up first, I will get the dishwasher going and start tidying up in the kitchen. And then my boyfriend will come down and we'll team up and finish the kitchen together. So it's just a nice quiet time where I'm by myself, looking out the window, checking out the garden, just thinking to myself. Sometimes I'll play music, but as of late, I've just been challenging myself to be present, be by myself quietly. And this time I decided to have you guys follow along with me. So here is my cup. My boyfriend makes a smoothie for me every morning. I'm washing it out. This is my coffee cup. He got it for me for my birthday. I love it. It fits a lot of coffee and it has my name engraved on it. So I'm just hand washing everything and putting it into the other sink, washing the knife carefully. I would wear gloves, especially since I've been putting press-ons lately. Even when I would get my nails done, I thought to myself it would be good if I would protect it and wear gloves, but it's just easier to go into it with just my hands. This is the straw that I use for my smoothie. It really gets caked up inside. Thankfully, I have these straw cleaners that I have hanging at the side of the sink. This is the long one, so it makes fast work of cleaning the straws thoroughly. This straw used to have a little silicone piece at the end to protect it from crashing up against the inside of whatever you're drinking. I've lost it. I don't know where it is, so I just drink with it carefully so it doesn't shatter or crack. It's glass. Just continuing to wash. It feels nice to get these. I have a drying rack, not a rack. It's collapsible. It's a little drying flat rack that rolls up when you want to put it away, but it always stays flattened out over here out of view to the left of me on the counter, and there's a drying mat underneath it. We have several, so whenever one is ready to be washed, it'll get changed out and then a new one will be put under. I had just washed and cleaned the rack before I started doing these dishes, so that's where these are going to dry. As you can see, I'm stacking it. Chopsticks, we reuse those. These are reusable ones. The ones that we get from the restaurant can't be reused, but these ones can be. They're coated, and I don't put them in the dishwasher. This is a Tupperware that my son had made no-bake brownies with. They're pretty good, actually, peanut butter based. He said he would try melting down butterscotch as the base in lieu of the peanut butter. I would try it, but I think it would be too much butterscotch. I suggested keeping the base as the peanut butter and then accentuating it with the butterscotch, but I don't know about the whole base as butterscotch. Might be too much. I like to really get into the plastic ones because it can have like a film, has that greasy feel of whatever food was in there. I don't like feeling that oily residue. So I'm just really getting in there, getting it clean. This is one of my favorite go-to cutting boards because it's nice and small. It's glass and it's easy to use and put away just for a quick use, like slicing up some cucumber or onion. Nothing crazy. Not for like a family portion, just a single portion. This is how I used to wash dishes all the time. I thought that's how we grew up, was washing dishes by hand, and then our dishwasher would be the storage for pots and pans, and we would have a drying rack on the counter. And then when I got my own place, I would just use the dishwasher to hold the dishes that were drying and never ran it. But now I've since learned that it uses less water. Maybe I would use less water if I use like the washing bin, like a bus bin. Um, but I don't really have space for that. So we've started using the dishwasher, and I think it actually is helping with the water bill. And it is convenient. What we do is when we set it at night, I'll delay it for the 4 hours later so it'll run during off-peak hours for the electric. But since we didn't run it last night, I'm running it right now and just washing the excess dishes. But I really do enjoy using the dishwasher. But yeah, that was my chore growing up, was washing the dishes and cooking the rice for dinner for the family. So I was just used to doing it like that. That's how I grew up. Wash dishes by hand, don't use the dishwasher. But it's okay to change out of whatever you've been used to in childhood and break that tradition, so to speak. Try something new. Now I would wash that green cup that's over there on the left, but my son is growing crystals in it because he likes to conduct these little experiments here and there, and he is insistent that I do not throw it out, as tempted as I am to do it. So this sponge that I just rinsed is for the sink only. It stays in this little gray container in the bottom left. But as you can see, I'm going to be confused about which one is which because I'm moving. I put them next to each other. And now I'm going to spray down the sink. This is a little concoction that I put together because I'm out of my commercial spray. So I'm spraying it down. I'm going to put some dish detergent. I'm going to scrub down the sink, but I'm looking at it. Which one is which? Which one did I just use for the dishes? I actually got some peace of mind because whatever I decided was the dish sponge was exactly what it was supposed to be, and I'm glad I had it filmed to confirm. But you see, I'm doubting myself. But that's my system, is the dish sponge, when it's done and it gets kind of raggedy, it gets, instead of going straight in the trash, it'll get promoted. Let's say transferred. It gets transferred to sink scrubbing department. Then the sink scrubbing department scrub, that gets transferred to the bathroom scrub for scrubbing the bathtub. And when that gets scrubby, it'll get transferred to scrubbing my cat Oscar's litter box for when we change it out. I'll take all the litter out of there and then scrub it and rinse it in the bathtub. That sponge will be for that, and then when that gets scrubby, then it'll go to the trash. So everything can get used up as much as possible before it just goes in the trash. Everything can have a use, but I don't like to mix and match. That's why I was really torn about which one was which. And just rinsing everything off. It feels good to finish it like this, and then after this I'm going to be wiping down the counters and finishing up a quick reset in the kitchen. Not a deep clean, just a quick refresh to get the day started. As you can see, I haven't even started making the coffee yet because I just need the sink clear. Then I can breathe and make the coffee. I'm going to be washing down that pot pretty soon here. I don't know if I filmed it. Oh, what I'm doing right now is I'm messing with the dang scrub holder because of my nails. I can't push it through with my thumb if I were to just have my stubs. And so I'm struggling to put the thing back together so it can stay suctioned to the side of the sink. And I decided to well, I think I'm going to try one more time. No? Okay. I said, you know what? To heck with it. I'll wait for my boyfriend to come downstairs. He can do it. I'm just rinsing the sponges out, wringing it out. Normally it would go in that holder. Time to spray down the counter. I like to use these reusable towels. I have towels that are just for the kitchen counters. Like they have, I have ones for the kitchen counters. I have a certain kind for the bathroom counters. So that way we don't go through a whole bunch of paper towels. And we only use this kitchen rag for maybe a day or two, because in between, like after I wipe this down, I'll rinse it out thoroughly and let it hang on the counter so it'll dry in between uses. But after it gets funky, then it goes to the wash and we take out a new one, and that way we're not wiping around germs on the counters. They don't stay in use for very long before they have to go to the wash. But it really cuts down on just using so many paper towels. That's something else I did grow up with. My mom was very strict about going through her paper towels, and that is still ingrained in me in adulthood. Putting the butter knife away. And we don't use paper towels as napkins either. That's crazy.